Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer claims that Nnamdi Kanu's threats were just boasts, but the federal government disagrees. Good morning, everyone, and thank you for listening to Daily Brief News this morning. Shocking news. Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer is saying that Nnamdi Kanu's threats to dismantle Nigeria were just boasts, but guess what? Federal government disagrees. The federal government said it has presented sufficient evidence in court to link Nnamdi Kanu to the alleged terrorism charges it brought against him. The federal government has countered claims by the lawyer of Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, that the letter broadcast amounted to a mere case of boasting as opposed to insistment. Proceeding in Kanu's case resumed on Friday, July 18, 2025, at the Federal High Court in Abuja, as litigants continue to argue their case before Justice James Omotosho. Appearing for the defendant, Kanu Agbaji, SAN, argued that the prosecution has only succeeded in painting the picture that the IPOB leader is a bad man. He contradicted the federal government's argument, insisting that the prosecution had failed to prove any single element of the charges' offenses. Agbaji added that the prosecution did not bring anyone before the court who claimed to have been incited by Kanu's broadcast. This man Kanu can boast. He was just boasting. He said, "I can bring the world to a standstill. I don't see anything wrong with that." You don't persecute a man for mere boasting, the veteran lawyer submitted. But the federal government disagrees with Kanu's lawyer. In a counter-argument, prosecution counsel Adegboyewa Awomolo, SAN, urged the court to order Kanu to enter a defense in the alleged terrorism charges brought against him by the federal government. He also asked the judge to reject the no-case submission made by the defense and instead order Kanu to explain why he engaged in alleged terrorist activities that promoted violence and destruction, including the alleged killing of at least 170 security officials. Awomolo, who adopted the prosecution's address in opposition to the no-case submission made by the IPOB leader, argued that his team has presented sufficient evidence as proof of offense charged to warrant the court to call on the other party to enter defense. The SAN recalled that the prosecution called 5 witnesses and tendered numerous exhibits, including videos and audio-visual evidence, contrary to the claim by the defense lawyer. Awomolo said that the prosecution reply addressed all issues raised, to the effect that no case submission is of no moment. He urged the court to take pragmatic view of the evidence at its disposal so far and determine whether a prima facie case has been established against the defendant, warranting his being called to enter a defense. Why would somebody say a terrorist who boasted that security men and other people shouldn't be allowed to go free? He wondered. The prosecution counsel further stressed that Kanu aimed to create the separate state of Biafra, and in the process, not less than 170 security men were killed because of his boasting. Why was he boasting? Boasting is not the answer. If the defendant believes that he was merely joking and was a content creator, he should be made to answer why he was boasting and creating fear in the minds of people, he said. When a person is boasting and threatening death and violence, that cannot be said to be mere boasting. The SAN urged the court to call on the defendant to come and explain what his boasting was all about. After listening to the arguments from both sides, Justice Omotosho adjourned the case till October 10, 2025, when he will rule on whether or not allow no case submission and free the defendant, or reject it and order him to enter his defense. Wow. Nnamdi Kanu case no small again. Nnamdi Kanu case no small again. No small again. I'm telling you. Well, the lawyer of Nnamdi Kanu is saying that all those words that Nnamdi Kanu was saying, that I will burn Nigeria down, I will do this, I will do that, say he was just boasting. He was just boasting. And the court to conclude with no case. Do you know that if the court conclude with no case, automatically they will release Nnamdi Kanu and he will be a free man? Yes. But the federal government disagreed. They said that, why would you say this man was just boasting? That he was not boasting. That, how can you say somebody is boasting? Somebody is boasting and threatening the unity of the nation. Is that one boasting? Somebody is boasting, and in the same way of boasting, 170 security personnel died. Is that one boasting? That is what the federal government is saying here. That is what the federal government is saying. Saying Nnamdi Kanu was not boasting. Yes, because they have bring strong evidence to link Nnamdi Kanu with all the terrorism charges that they brought against him. Yes, the federal government said that have prevented sufficient evidence in court, strong one, to link Nnamdi Kanu to the alleged terrorism charges it brought against him. Because everybody has been waiting that, okay, fine, let the federal government bring the evidence, bring the evidence, bring the evidence. But now it seems that the federal government don't have handle. They don't carry confirmed evidence come court to make sure that Nnamdi Kanu rots in jail. And guess what? With all the whole drama that happened in the last court hearing, Justice Omotocho explained very well to us, saying that Nnamdi Kanu was not boasting though. And after listening to the argument from both sides, Justice Omotocho adjourned the case till October 10th, 2025. I mean, it is till October 10th, 2025 that Nnamdi Kanu's fate will be decided. It is till October 10th, 2025 that Nnamdi Kanu's case will be decided. Fate will be decided. Yes. Until that time, they will know whether or not they should allow a no-case submission. If they allow a no-case submission, Nnamdi Kanu will be free to go and have his freedom back. Or they reject the no-case submission and order Nnamdi Kanu to enter his defense. If Nnamdi Kanu enters his defense, he will have to explain to us what his boasting is all about and why your boasting killed over 170 security personnel in Nigeria, and why your boasting was talking about creating a separate Biafran state. You understand? So that is what all this is all about now. And right now, I don't know the plan that Nnamdi Kanu and his lawyer want to take at this point in time. I don't know their route, because if you think about it now, it'd be like saying Nnamdi Kanu don't lose this case. But no, no talk like no, no talk. No, let's not say that. Let us not say that. Nnamdi Kanu can still win it. Yes, he can still win it. Yes, Nnamdi Kanu can still win it. There's still a chance of him to win it. Shebi na October 10th. We'll see everybody in court till October 10th now. What do you guys think? Drop your comment section. Drop your comment in the comment section. Don't forget to leave a like on this video. You can tap the subscribe button. Here's the big red one with the notification bell, so that anytime we have any new video, you'll be the first to get notified about it. Once again, thank you for tuning in and have a wonderful day ahead of you.